Hi LEGO fans, it's Thursday the 13th of December and finally we've reached the home straight of Advent. We've got as many doors to open as we've opened so far. Just a little recap on why we're here. Every day between now and Christmas we're opening up every door on every LEGO Advent calendar, including LEGO City, LEGO Friends, and LEGO Star Wars. We're also going to be scoring each one of the gifts so we can find out which one has the best gift of the day, and ultimately which calendar is our festive favourite and which deserves to get coal in its stocking. Yesterday's gifts were not the strongest offering. The winning gift was from the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar in the shape of Anakin Skywalker's Delta 7B Starfighter. It was a well executed micro-scale build and earned the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar 5 points. In second place with 4 points we got this soft serve ice cream machine from the LEGO City Advent Calendar. This was pretty different to the gifts I've seen before and I was quite impressed with the ingenuity, but it wasn't quite good enough to win the day. Speaking of not being good enough, the LEGO Friends Advent Calendar gave us this Christmas tree decoration in the shape of a trophy. To me this was no prize winner, it earned the LEGO Friends Advent Calendar a measly 1 point, and it cost them their place in the lead. At the end of yesterday, the LEGO City Advent Calendar was in last place with 35 points, LEGO Friends are in second place with 42 points, and LEGO Star Wars is back out in the lead, only just with 43 points. So not the best selection of gifts yesterday, but hopefully that will make today's gifts look even better. We're starting out today with the ever popular LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar. Yesterday we got yet another micro-scale ship that I didn't recognise, and I'm hoping to find something a little bit more recognisable behind door number 13 today. I'll probably be disappointed, but here we go. We've got yet another generic grey ship. We will figure out what that is and I will tell you later in the video. Next we have the 2018 LEGO City Advent Calendar. Will door number 13 be unlucky for us today? Let's open it up and take a look. So we have another minifigure with an ice cream from said machine. And finally it's time for door number 13 of the LEGO Friends calendar. It took a while to work out what yesterday's gift was, but we decided in the end this was a trophy. So let's go ahead and open up lucky door number 13 and see what we're getting today. That is a really nice wreath. It's an interesting collection of gifts we have before us today. From the LEGO Star Wars calendar we have an Imperial Troop transport. After a disastrous 2017, LEGO Friends has been on point with their festive theming this year. Today's gift is no exception, we have this festive Christmas wreath decoration. And LEGO City have given us this cute little girl with a novelty oversized ice cream cone. As always we will be scoring these gifts and I have 10 points to award at my discretion. The only rule is that one gift must reign supreme. Before we start getting super ruthless and dishing out points, let's take a look at each one of these treasures from today's advent calendars. From the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar we've got this micro-scale build of an Imperial Troop transport. I guess that's a fancy name for a military space bus. It's quite a nice little build even though there's not very much to it. At the front we've got a windshield so the driver can see out, and I'm guessing the stud you see at the back is part of the propulsion system. This is designed to be an intimidating Imperial vehicle, and with that in mind you can see on top of the vehicle we've got a dorsal twin laser turret, or a LEGO antenna. It comes in attractive twin-tone shades of Imperial Grey, and it's difficult to say but that is probably some more weaponry up front. I'm guessing the stud represents the 2 forward laser guns. The actual Imperial Troop transport was developed by Ubrikian Industries, which is quite an appropriate name. This micro-scale version on the other hand was developed by some guy in Denmark. It's a cool little thing and encapsulates most of the major details of the full-size model. It's not at all festive, but by now we've come to expect that from the Star Wars Advent Calendar. Moving on to the LEGO City Advent Calendar, it's a minifigure day, which is always a good thing, and she's losing her hair so we'll push that back on. She has an enormous ice cream here from yesterday's Mr. Whippy ice cream vending machine. This is a cone with chocolate and strawberry and vanilla ice cream on top. That is huge and definitely what happens when you leave a kid to make their own ice cream. I'm going to put that out of the way so we can take a look at what she's wearing. She's got these kid legs on there with the kind of khaki colour, non-printed, but then a really nicely printed top, and this is quite a nice festive print. We've got this red wraparound cardigan with a bow on there, and then around the neck you can see actually underneath the cardigan she's wearing a little t-shirt there with orange stars, and then there's a really nice metallic print there for the necklace, which is super cute. Around the back there is a little bit more printing just for the detail of, I guess, the ribbon around the bottom of the cardigan. The facial expression is really cute with those freckles and the glasses, and she's got a really nice red hairpiece here. I like the kind of bangs floating down over the face, and then the big ponytail at the back. That is a really nice little minifigure. And finally, from the LEGO Friends Advent Calendar, we have this festive Christmas wreath decoration. I'm sure Dylan is going to ask what's festive about a festive Christmas wreath. If I really have to answer that question, there's a great YouTube channel called LEV Toys, you'll love it. Even if you don't like the design, there's no denying this is a great source of leaf elements. And in case you were wondering, I am using a 1x2 around the back to angle up the wreath. This is not included with the build. What we do get are a bunch of these red flowers which make it look super festive. The combination of red and green is a very traditional Christmas theme, unless you're Dylan of course. All of this is built onto a purple hoop which is mostly hidden, but does follow the colour theming of LEGO Friends. And then at the very top we've got somewhere to tie the string so you can hang it from your Christmas tree decoration. Assuming you provide your own string of course. After yesterday's travesty, it's good to see LEGO Friends back on form. This would make a great Christmas tree decoration, and I know many of you out there in the comments are doing just that, including Kimberly Shriluke. Apologies if I pronounce your name wrong, but I bet your Christmas tree looks amazing, and thanks so much for checking out the videos. So with all 3 Advent Calendar gifts unboxed, built and reviewed, it must be time to award some points. I don't think we have any major misses today, all 3 of these are pretty good gifts. So what the heck are we gonna do? Okay, here's how it's gonna be. The Imperial Troop Transport is not the worst of gifts, and it's not the best of gifts we got from LEGO Star Wars. It's a nice little build, it's got most of the main features from the full-scale thing, although it's not festive, which is a word I use an awful lot when I'm trying to give something less points than I want to. With that in mind, we're going to award LEGO Star Wars 3 points today. If I could have just given everything 3 1/3 points, I think I would have done, but the internet demands a winner, and a winner must be crowned. The LEGO City Advent Calendar has had a really hard time recently, so I think it's about time we gave them some points. Minifigures usually do really well, and this is a really cute minifigure. I also like the ice cream, it's making me hungry. So today the LEGO City Advent Calendar earns 4 points. LEGO Friends did really well, and this is a really nice thing, but only one gift can win, and that's why LEGO Friends today picks up 3 points. That means the LEGO Friends Advent Calendar stays in second place with 45 points. The LEGO City Advent Calendar closes the gap slightly at 39 points. And still keeping a step ahead of Boba Fett is the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar with 46 points. It's not a big lead, and it could easily change tomorrow. But did you agree with my scoring? Am I going to get transported to a remote ice planet for giving the Imperial Troop Transport 3 points? Perhaps you're thinking about hitting the thumbs down button because of my unjust handling of the LEGO Friends wreath. Or was I suffering from brain freeze when I gave the LEGO City Advent Calendar 4 points? If you don't agree with my scoring, feel free to tell me what you thought in the comment section below. Jammy did just that and probably won't be impressed with my Star Wars scoring today. But that's cool, and to reward you for sharing your thoughts, I'm going to answer your question. You wanted to know which advent calendar was my favourite at first and which is my current favourite. I'd have to say I was most excited about LEGO City, but I'm actually really impressed with the LEGO Friends calendar this year. Everything could change, but I think that's a real good contender for a winner. Thanks a million for joining me for day 13 of my LEGO Advent Calendar door opening spectacular. If you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome LEGO content. We're going to be doing this all over again tomorrow on Friday the 14th. So have a great Thursday, and we'll see you bright and early tomorrow.